Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We're looking at Bitcoin on a daily time frame, and we are starting off the day with a little bit of a pullback right at our $23,500 resistance. Now, today, the bad thing would be to close under this 23,150 level that I've been saying at nauseum for everyone, and 1590 on Ethereum. If we close today's daily candle under those levels, it's just not going to look great for next week continuation up. It might be a test of support first, and then we will get the continuation up. Losing 23,150 on Bitcoin on a 4-hour open and close, which is possible. I am looking for the support of 22,350 getting tested. If we can hold that level with the 4-hour open and close, we can go sideways and then go test 23,150 again and then claim it and then go to 24, 25, etc. If we cannot hold this level, I'm looking for us to go test into 21,300. Now notice these are $1,000 increments, guys. That's just how Bitcoin is moving. Use that to your advantage if you can. Once you are 4-hour open and close under 22,300, that is time for you to be careful, because right now what we are doing is coming off overbought conditions on the oscillators, and the first thing we like to do is test support. If it's way too overbought for too long, it likes to go deeper. I'm hoping that since we got this golden cross with the 21 and the 200, we are not going to go deeper than the 21 to the 200 as support. If we do go deeper, I would still use it as a buying opportunity, because these EMAs are levels of support and resistance. Until you're opening and closing underneath them, you don't have to really, worry. And even if you come all the way down here, you're testing the bullish breakout from where we started this rally from. A lot of these over leveraged longs needed to get their butts handed to them anyway, and now is the time for the market to, not give anyone a free ride. So if you're short here and you don't take your profits properly, you're probably going to get wicked out when we do a V bottom and get out of here to the next level. So what we're doing right now, we're not bearish. We're just looking for the test of support. Where support comes in, we can take longs and ride it up with confirmation of the bottom being in of this area long term, hopefully. So that is Bitcoin on a daily time frame. Let me give you a 4-hour. I was gonna scoop this long right now, but I'm not, because I'm making this video, and I kind of forced myself to make this video because I'm already in a long and short on Ethereum. But this 23,150, I wanted to try to either take a long or short off of this level, because I know that I could keep this range of this consolidation and trade. Like I could take my short all the way to 22.5. I could take my long all the way to 24 at least. So can play this range. Right now, if this range breaks, as I said, 4-hour open and close under 23,150, we can look for our next level of support over here at 22,650. Lose that, then we're gonna just look for around 21,400, and hopefully that level holds. If we lose 21,400, a lot of uh, liquidations are gonna cause this, to basically come to that level or deeper. And then when we do come back up, it'll be a dead cat bounce, because you see this little head and shoulder trying to form. We can have something like that happen. Okay, all we want to do is not break the neckline at around 21K, and we can say, hey, we're going sideways and up. But if we lose the 21K with like a daily close, I mean, it's just not going to look good for tomorrow, because any scenario will be a dead cat bounce for like probably looking for lower. So just keep that in mind. 23,150 is very, very important. If you're in an over leveraged long and you're already in the red, you might want to consider taking a short here as an insurance policy with a stop loss above 23.5, so that way you're not completely going to get hosed as this come test into this previous breakout area. All right, that's all I got for Bitcoin. Let me go to my baby ETH. All the members, keep in mind the levels I gave you on the charts this weekend for Bitcoin and ETH for the long scalp if we go to the downside hardcore. Um, and just reference that chart, because I gave you guys exact numbers and I don't know them off the top of my head. So, all right, so ETH, here we go. ETH on a daily is just tracking on up. But the issue is we got bearish divergences building on RSI, which is not a bad thing because as long as market maker continues buying, as long as the markets continue to buy, this is just a reset of the oscillator for the next poke up. But if a market seller comes in here and then we start opening and closing 4-hour candles under 1600, more than likely this is going to go test support, which is at 1590. If we lose 1590 with the 4-hour open and close, I'm looking for 1520 to get tested. Losing 1520, we're going to go test into 1450 to 1400. If you get to this level, I would still entertain a long scalp. I would not after daily close underneath 1400 because of the risk of us testing deeper into this little order block consolidation where I can just scoop along later. So keep that in mind for the daily, okay? The daily, we need to hold 1590 with a 4-hour open and close. As long as we do that, it's sideways and up. Right now, Bitcoin is weaker than Ethereum, and Ethereum is actually above its weekly equilibrium, but Bitcoin is just tickling it. So hopefully Ethereum can be the stronger asset and drag it up so that we don't do too much of a retrace down. Otherwise, since Bitcoin is leading the market right now and it's dumping, ETH will get dragged down quickly. So manage your positions properly, guys. What else can I say? 4-hour open and close above 1700. You know that we got the next 17. The next target is 1800 and then 1900 and then like 2000. We're going on $100 increments on Ethereum. So if we can hold this level and then get into 17, 1800, I'll be looking for a little bit of a pullback there as it is. But as of right now, we are on the golden cross. We have lots of layers of support. I don't want anyone to get panicked over here, but just keep in mind that the risk of tapping into the weekly equilibrium is there because today is the weekly close, and that's why Bitcoin just tested it. So I assume ETH already tested it in the past, and that's why we're trudging on up, and we're not even breaking the lowest EMA, this red dash line. So technically, this little order block now is officially our support, and we're trying to just ride on up to the next level, which is over here at the 1800 to 1900 EMA. We're trying to basically hunt for this wick over here. We're going for this liquidity here. So level by level. All right, guys. Um, what else can I share with you guys? Dixie. Okay. So this is the biggest like mystery of the situation that you guys might want to consider for today. Today's CME is gonna open. Okay. Oh, you know what? I didn't do ETH on the 4-hour. Let me go back to ETH real quick so you guys can see the local consolidation. So here's ETH on the 4-hour. Okay. And as I was saying, we have a lot of support, like all these little bottoms are supports. We're actually making higher lows. Okay, it doesn't look like it, but it's higher lows. This little wicks, okay, took that liquidity, but still this wick is higher than this wick, which is higher than this wick. So 3 attempts to break down and let shorts out, but all we did was ramp up and hurt shorts. Here's the next attempt. As long as we're holding the 1650, 1645 level with the 4-hour open and close, there's no real issue. But we are in an area right now on a 4-hour time scale that is a little bit precarious where it kind of does look like it wants to come tap into the 1590 just because ETH did it already. And now that we're testing into the low of yesterday, and if we start closing underneath this, then this is the path of least resistance at this point, and we're trying to test it. This is going to be support at 1630 or 1590, 1600-ish. So this is an area that if you're not in a position, you could try to take a long scalp with a little stop loss underneath the previous wicks, because if it makes a new low, then obviously this break of structure formation is coming, and then we could go test into 1520 and see if that's going to be support. And if we can hold sideways here, and we can go probably up as soon as the weekly close occurs. But if we closing here and the weekly close occurs, the more than likely, even if we go up into that $1,600 area, it's going to be a dead cat bounce to come test into the lower support at like 1450, 1350 area. So that's the only negative thing I have to say, because we did mark up price a lot, and then now since we're stalling, kind of looks like distribution, and they're liquidating and hurting all the over leveraged shorts who are not taking profit quickly enough. But eventually they're gonna have to just sweep down quickly. There's a lot of longs over leverage that are making money that uh, market's not going to just give it to them. They're going to have to earn it. And the only way to earn it is understanding how to trade consolidation. So pretty soon, when we start seeing these deeper retraces to support, you will see even harder volatility come because these candles are about to get even more expanded. Um, this right here is like how I remember the parabolic gains coming. Okay. This first thing is just a wave one to me. This right here is just wave two consolidation. We didn't even really, I can't even say this is wave two until I actually go and like test into like 1500, 1520 area. Then when we don't lose that level, go sideways and then break above 1700, I'll be like, all right, this was officially wave two. Here comes wave three straight up to like 2000 to 2200. Okay, because I don't expect it to stop at this week. I expect it to go past that. This is what I'm trying to get at. Like, this is a W bottom kind of situation that's occurring. You are very close to consider this support. Once the new weekly candle opens, when markets open on Monday, if everything goes smooth, we can just look for continuation up. And that's the last thing I will go over with this. And now let me show you what I was trying to show you with Dixie. That is the only um, mystery of this whole technical analysis for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is what we've been waiting for a few days, if not weeks. And obviously, everyone was looking for some kind of reversal, and we finally got it. Um, and I didn't expect the pop to go already above. So now I know that this was a bear trap. The way that this closed, right, past my resistance and above the 21 and avoided this cross of the 21 on this higher EMA, like this death cross is bullish as like it's bullish in the sense that people were looking for lower and it caught them and now it's just gonna run up because we were so oversold and so much bullish that now that when you have a move like that, it's gonna be overdone. So I'm looking for this top of this expanding wedge that I have drawn in here in blue to get tapped for sure. This thing. I'm looking for this formation to get tapped. And then the reason why I have confluence with that, I'm looking for it to come test right into this level right here. Am I drawing it? Right there. That's the midline of my channel, right here at 103.91. And once we come test over there, if we can close above this 200 EMA, this midline of this channel, the top of this expanding wedge, I will just, I'm gonna say like Bitcoin, ETH, everything, something is gonna have to give because are we gonna correlate with Dixie now? Is crypto gonna be somehow represented in the currency index as like no longer inversely correlated with the dollar index, but almost, 1 to 1? And that's what we're waiting to see. Because if Dixie starts rising and Bitcoin and ETH go to the next leg up, then I will be like, okay, I'm gonna stop looking for inverse correlation. I don't know why it took 3 bull cycles for it to happen, but now let's say crypto is money, and then I can look for my my larger extensions in Dixie to actually come to fruition and not have to worry that the world is gonna go to calamity. Because now if we go to that 127 to 150 level on Dixie, which I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm waiting to see if we break that 103.95, or are we going to hit that level, pull back, consolidate, make a W, and then rise up. Okay, that's what this white squiggly line is here for. I'm going to delete that actually for now. So that's what I'm waiting to see. If we are not inversely correlated, both markets will move up together. If Bitcoin and ETH start getting that nasty pullback, and Dixie starts going and closes like next week above 103.95, like 104, above this midline, then man, oh man, oh man. Then we have to keep in mind that inverse relationship. And as Dixie actually breaks out, because this was like the bottom to me. I'm not looking for this to not get accumulated and break out. If this does break out and Bitcoin and ETH go down, it's gonna mean really bad stuff for the entire world, and it's not a situation that we want to see. The only real scenario that I see that would be ideal would Dixie moving along with Bitcoin and Ethereum market, like crypto market total moving in correspondence with Dixie. Otherwise, it's just like, man, the way the world will go, it's not something you want to like. The money is not going to be important. It's going to be like Civil War, and you know, you're going to have money, but will you be able to spend it in peace? Kind of situation. Are you going to be living in a world that it'll make some positive influence on your life when the whole world is like suffering and in poverty? Doesn't matter if you got money for bread and stuff. Just be ready and cautious. This is what I'm waiting to see. When CME opens, I'm going to be watching the reaction on Dixie, and I'll be keeping an eye on Bitcoin and Ethereum accordingly. And I'll be waiting for the next 4 hour close to take another peek because the market is right now doing a little bit of volatile shaking. So please, 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 low leverage, take care. I will see you guys later today. I'll try to do a live stream too into the daily close so that way we can watch the reaction real time of what Dixie is planning on doing for the week to come. So I kind of want to see like an hour before the daily candle closes into the daily candle and an hour after. So maybe like 2-3 hour stream later tonight might be possible. Aside from that, guys, please, please, please be careful, trade carefully. I was waiting for this week of defense. So we might be getting this week of defense retraces on Bitcoin ETH to support. They're gonna be like $1,000, $2,000 drop on Bitcoin, about a $100 to $200 drop on Ethereum. So please be ready for those levels to be tested from where we broke out of. If we don't break down those levels, we'll use that as longer term support and confirmation of a long term bottom and just start the rally from there. So that's what we have at risk today. Please, 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 if you guys could, if you enjoyed the video today, leave me a like, a subscribe, press the bell button for notifications so you guys get these real-time updates. If you have any questions or concerns or any other assets you want me to cover, please leave it in the comment section below and I'll get back to you ASAP. And then last but not least, if you're interested in trading with us live, please feel free to join us on our Discord server. The link to that Discord server is in the description of this video below. Go ahead and click it and you'll find me and about 120 to 150 other traders who are always trading one asset or another, and we all are there to help each other with like-minded goals of financial freedom and day trading for a living. So come join us. Thank you so much for your time, guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later today, and hopefully I'll see you later today during that live stream. Thank you. Bye-bye.